Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, I do normally provide an extended version for my monthly readings. However, unfortunately, due to time constraints this month, I will not be able to provide that for you. So in compensation, I will be extending this general reading, so it will be longer. This can be for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or to the Libra cross watchers. Okay, we'll see what comes up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That would really be much appreciated. Libra. Okay. Okay, let's start off with the Ten of Swords. Now, Ten of Swords can indicate a betrayal of sorts. It can indicate something that's ending or something that can be quite conflicting and or painful. Some of you might be healing from something in the month of March, or ending something, ending a relationship, ending a friendship, ending pain or conflict, whether this is emotionally speaking, whether this is in regards to your health. It might be some sort of cleansing or something that you're putting a stop to, in particularly because you are the Swords, Libra. So for a lot of you, there is a major ending happening here, and it could definitely be a heartbreak. It can be something quite painful that you have to relive or let go of. So letting go might be the hardest part for you in the month of March. It could be with a fellow air sign here as well, so a fellow Libran, an Aquarian, or a Gemini. It could also indicate that you're putting stop to something mentally. The Swords is all about communication and mentality, so it might be an old way of thinking. It might be even communication, blocking or ending communication with a colleague, with a friend, with a lover, or even an ex-partner here. But it can also be that there's a new dawn. You can see the sun that emerges, so this is symbolic of hope and light that's coming your way, Libra. So whatever it is that you're healing from, whatever pain it is that you're going through, know that the sun always rises, and something will be illuminated. But it can also be massive changes coming, changes that maybe you're not even ready for. What sits below is the Nine of Wands, and he's very hesitant. He's got his guard up. He's uncertain about what comes before him. So there might be something happening here that you're not necessarily ready for, Libra, and it might hit you in a very, very major way in the month of March. So get ready for something major, okay? Which is quite exciting. The next card over you do have is the Ten of Pentacles. So in terms of career, money making, creating legacies, even working from home, that could be a major theme for you. It might be an earth sign, in particular someone under the sign of Taurus that's coming in around you for business, for love, for reunions. Sometimes I feel like they unexpectedly bump into each other. So it can be a union of sorts, or even a reconciliation that was quite unexpected. And it may leave you with a bit of a bitter taste in your mouth, or may leave you with some sort of heaviness here. So obviously it may affect you to some degree. But for others, it could definitely indicate expansion of family, okay, introducing a loved one to family members, having them introduce you to their special ones. Could be a card of family or harmony around the family, even moving, acquiring a new asset, or improving the current family situation in some way. If it's anything to do with legalities, alimony, settlements, divorce cases, property disputes, and things of that nature, there could be an agreement here, okay, that works in your favor as well as theirs. So there's some sort of agreeability that could come about potentially in the month of March. And you know, I feel like there's solid foundations here. You can see the arch. Okay, this is like a Romanesque arch. And I feel like this is symbolic of, it's their trademark. Okay, they use these in their waterways. They use these in their temples, in their buildings. And it was a very, is the archetype, okay, of Roman architecture here. So it can be solid foundations. I feel like that you might be building And you've been working very, very hard to build this up, Libra. If it's a business, a friendship, or a relationship, you've been working very hard, and you might see that hard work pay off. And the coat of arms here, you know, there's prestigiousness, okay? Coat of arms is a representation of sorts. So you're really, it could be that you're representing something. It could be that there's something that you want to stand for or voice up towards, or, you know, it could even be a comeuppance of sorts. And it could definitely bring you lucrative opportunity, increased finances, or prestige of some kind. But it could even be belonging to something. You know, the coat of arms was a badge to herald someone's belonging to a group or a clan or a family tie, etc. So, you know, there's something that you might be belonging to or a part of, very much involved in, okay, in the month of March, at least creatively or professionally. And then you have the King of Pentacles, which is a very refined figure. He brings about a lot of maturity and finesse. He is the last king of the deck. Now, because he's ruled by Taurus, Taurus is ruled by Venus. It's a planet of eroticism, romance, luxury items, finances, more money, priceless gifts, acquiring beautiful assets or expensive assets. You might be spending a lot of money. You might be gifted with a lot of money, or even spoiled this month, Libra. That could definitely happen. But in terms of Venus energy, that's coming up around you quite heavily. So romance, you know, luxury things, beautiful venues, events, social gatherings are definitely on the cards here for you. But it is the ultimate stability card. So you're finding a lot more stability, or you're becoming much more rooted in something. And it could very well be in your career, or it could be more so in your romantic sphere. Some of you are moving in with someone. Some of you are finding someone that is offering you the stability that you haven't found before, or you've yet to come across. And suddenly this person is offering you these sorts of things. But he's very, very grounded. Okay, the King of Pentacles is loyal. Okay, he's loyal because he's been through a lot. Now, I don't know if someone is showing you their loyalty, or you need to show yours. What's interesting is that the Two of Swords sits below, and that Two of Swords can indicate some confusion. And maybe this confusion is coming more from you, because the swords represent you as an air sign, Libra. Or it could be that you're refusing someone's offer. It could be that you're refusing what this person is offering you romantically. Maybe you're blocking them off. Maybe you're shutting them out. Maybe you're not ready. And you did have that capricious energy around you, that hesitant energy around you. And it's obviously something that's making you feel this way, Libra. So it may be a time you need to look within to help understand why you are blocking this opportunity, or why you are keeping this person at an arm's length, maybe. It could also be that they're keeping you at an arm's length, and maybe the roles could be reversed here. That could also be the case. I do feel like those that are healing from something, you're finding stability, and you're going to find it fairly quickly. So if you're healing from like financial loss or a breakup, there's something else that's going to come into your life fairly quickly and really bring you peace or serenity, or make you feel much more rooted. So I don't know if it's something that's going to necessarily distract you. In a way, I think it's going to help you grow, but it's not a false stability. It's a real stability, because it's the King of Pentacles. There is no one above him. So, I mean, whatever it is that you're dealing with or going through, know that there's something that's going to come into your life and earn you that stability that you're so deserving of, Libra. The next card over you had is the Nine of Wands. Now, this could be a fire sign, an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. The Nine of Wands can most certainly indicate a situation where we have our guard up, okay? We need to protect ourselves. Some of you need to protect yourself against someone who will hurt you, or who may hurt you again. They might have caused you pain or conflict before, and maybe this is why you've got your guard up. But you need to be mindful that there could be betrayals this month, whether this is you doing the betraying, Libra, or someone else who's causing this kind of angst or woe in your life. It could be financial, it could be in a job sense as well, but there could be some sort of betrayal, or it's something that you need to protect yourself. But this is definitely symbolism of having your guard up, or someone having their guard up, their walls up, and they're protecting themselves. This is in their best interest. Why? Because they've been hurt. So if this is someone keeping you at a distance, not letting you in entirely, Libra, you need to know that maybe in the last 10 months, okay, you've got the numbers 9 and 10. 10 has come up 3 times for you here, but it could be in the last 10 weeks, 10 months, even 10 years that this person has been badly wounded. You can see the blood pouring out from this person. So they've been drained of their livelihood. They've been drained of something very, very valuable. And maybe this is you, Libra. Maybe this is you that's been drained of something. You know, your very essence. So and maybe there's an energy here of something or someone not being ready. It's not ripe, it's not ready. The opportunity's there, it's hovering around, and I think it'll still be with you for a while. Pentacles indicate that, but it could be that right now you're not in the right mind state to accept it. And maybe it's because you're reliving something else. You're still, you know, you're still going through one sort of phase here, Libra, and you need to be patient with yourself. You can be a very, very patient and understanding sign. And I think this patience, you know, you can definitely show that those sorts of sides to other people, but I think it's important. It's very imperative that you show that self-love towards yourself. But it can be protection of like creative pursuits, protecting yourself in contracts, confidentiality agreements, clauses, insurances, protecting creative work, protecting a relationship, essentially protecting your best interest, okay? And wherever that lies, you need to protect it, okay? It's important that that comes up for you this month. A lot of hard work and perseverance happening here with the 10 of Wands. This is often seen as a heaviness or a burden of some kind, things becoming more complex. Now, there might be a fire sign around you that feels like they're carrying a lot. It can also be pressure, but it's heaviness. It's something that sits heavy within your heart. It's something that you think about a lot during this month. It could also be traits of a fire sign that feels somewhat pressured, a fire sign friend or colleague or lover or ex or spouse. They may feel somewhat pressured. It's someone in your intimate circle. I feel with the 10 of Wands sitting below the 10 of Pentacles, there's a connection here of someone you know, and you know quite intimately. Someone part of the family, someone you've been romantically involved with, someone that's been a part of your life for a long time. And there's a complexity or a heaviness. And it could be emotional issues. I did mention the notion of a heavy heart. Things could maybe be becoming more complex in family life, through additions of the family or things that may be happening. You know, the 10 of Wands can bring about a burden here, Libra. There could be a lot of pressure on you because of work, pressure to make money, pressure to make ends meet. It could also be that someone is very, very hard to read. You can't gauge someone's behavior here, whoever this person is and whatever their sign they're under. The 9 of Wands with the 10 of Wands, they're sort of doing their own thing. They need to go through their own journey, Libra, and maybe this is confusing you a little bit, hence the duality, the confusion. But I feel with the 9 and 10, I mean, it could be you. It could be someone reaching out to you, but you need your own space. You need time to do your own thing. You need time to heal or work through something. But it could absolutely be that someone here is protecting themselves and doing their own thing, going through their own troubles, going through their own hurdles. There's possibly someone here that might be a little bit distracted around you, and it might not necessarily have anything to do with you, Libra. It could be other sources, other influences, other factors that are in fact contributing to this person showing this sort of behavior, the somewhat distracted, somewhat protective, not really letting you in behavior. And you know, maybe this is changing a lot for you and making you feel like you're unsure about this person. But again, like I said, it might not have anything necessarily to do with you. And I don't know if this confusion is your confusion or someone else's, but the 2 of Swords is suddenly a fork in the road. It can be options in love. It can be options in career. It can be choosing between different things, two different career paths, two different paths in life that come up, two different chapters, choosing between two different people. The moon is divine feminine energy, so it can be choosing a female, okay, or divine feminine energy is tenderness and compassion and care. And maybe you're blocking that off. You're not showing the compassion, the tenderness, the attention. The moon can also be a subconscious energy. So subconsciously, you might be indecisive about a person or about something popping up in your life. The Two of Swords can also indicate that blocked off energy. Again, really protecting herself. And where does she guard? She guards her chest, which holds her heart, okay, the heart chakra. So I think for a lot of you, it's a very delicate time. I think it's a very sensitive month for you, potentially mentally or emotionally. I mean, you're going through some things, but you need to let that happen. I think in an age where everything is so instant and we're so results driven and we want things done yesterday, we forget that things, involve processes and time and different phases. And I think we get disappointed when we don't see the results, or when we don't see actions, or we don't see someone coming around right away, and that takes time. But it absolutely does, and we can never really quicken the process. We need to allow it to happen very naturally, Libra. And I think that's where you need to understand. I think that's where your biggest lessons learned this month, biggest lessons are encased in the month of March, is that you need to learn where these things come about and how they happen, and what you can do, and what is out of your reach. What needs to happen in the subconscious mind, internally, spiritually. But it could definitely be that someone is protecting their heart, protecting themselves, and also blocking something to do with mental blocks. Could be like writer's block. It could be that you're not getting your creative juices flowing. But you will find stability, okay? The King definitely overrides the Two of Swords. So you ultimately will find the stability that you are wanting or needing. And that will definitely come to you. You've got the Bull here. The Bull is a very powerful animal. And to have that come up, speaks volumes of where you'll end up in March, and what you can gain from this. And like I said, the King of Pentacles has been through it all. So he's learned some very major lessons. And you might see these lessons evidenced to you throughout the month of March. I will leave your reading at that though, Libra. So thank you so much again for watching. I do hope it's been helpful. I do hope you have a fabulous March. Just a reminder, there isn't any extended versions this month, but if you have enjoyed this monthly reading, don't forget to leave behind a like or a subscribe, and I will catch you up very, very soon. So thanks again, everyone, and bye for now.